Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. So, straight up honest, I've already filmed this video once. But let me explain to you my amazing skills you see, because I filmed it upside down and didn't realize until it was done. So yeah, 10 points to me. So we're gonna film it again, and it's no longer a first impression, so I'm not as surprised, but maybe you will be. So here is the story. I had ordered a couple of different things off of Wish, which is a super cheap, 99% of everything comes from China, but takes, 2 months to get to kind of app/site, and that normally doesn't bother me because they normally tell you, like, hey, it's gonna take 2 months, and that's the ship date they give you. So I had ordered a variety of things. I want to say maybe eight or nine different packages, and I've received 2 of them. Both, let's go back to the beginning. I ordered all of this at the same time, these 9 packages from Wish, and they were supposed to be here at the end of May, and I think one was for like June 1st or 2nd. End of May comes, June 1st and 2nd comes, there's no packages. I'm like, oh, okay. And so I check it, and they changed the dates to the 11th, 12th, 13th, that range. I'm like, oh, okay, no biggie. I kind of thought that 3 weeks was a little unrealistic for Wish anyway, because I have ordered from them before. And so when they added the time, I'm like, that's pretty reasonable. I had 2 packages come in that time. One of which, let me grab it. Okay. So one of which is this metallic gold converter, because I recently got a new phone, and because it was refurbished, it did not come with headphones. So I was like, okay, well, if I'm gonna have to buy a converter, I might as well get the 2-prong so I can charge and do headphones, or just the one. It doesn't work. Don't do that because it's incompatible with the phone. Now, I will give Wish credit here. They gave me a full refund for it. All I had to do was show a screenshot of, hey, it says this isn't, this accessory is not compatible, and full refund, no questions asked. The next thing I got were these BTS Persona page flags, and I'll be honest, I thought, I didn't read the description all the way. I thought they were stickers, and I thought that it came with this Eiffel Tower sticker, which, looking closer at the ad, is not a sticker at all. It's a little mini figurine, and it's not listed. But I mean, this is still really nice. I'm happy with the quality of it. I actually don't use a whole lot of page flags, so I might end up gifting this to one of the little girls at my church because she's a huge BTS fan, and I'm just kind of so. I mean, I like them. Army, do not come at me. I am one of you. I'm just not like as deep as all of you. Like, I like them, I like their music, I think their personalities are phenomenal, they're super talented, but I'm not like, I have to watch every single thing that they come on, and I'm actually getting a little frustrated because now any Asian boy that pops up either on my backgrounds or of stickers or anything is now, oh, is that one of those BTS guys? Like, well, no, because he's Japanese and 32. And it's now, oh, it has to be one of the BTS guys. And I really don't like that. It's kind of like watching a cartoon and everyone's like, oh, that has to be that anime stuff. And it's not. Like, no, this was made here. Avatar's an American product. Or, you know what I mean? I don't like because they're huge, everyone assumes that's all there is. And there's so much more to K-pop or to Japanese culture than just anime or just BTS. There are tons of musical groups out there. There's rock bands. There's rappers that are kind of like underground that you can find on the YouTube. There's tons of people more than just BTS. I do love BTS, but there's more, and you can love more. So, but I picked those up because, like I said, I thought it came with the Eiffel Tower stickers. But I am happy to have them. So anyway, so those 2 things came in. The one I got a refund on. The other one I'm happy with. Great. So I'm still waiting on 7 packages, and they changed the date again from the 11th, 12th, 13th to the 20th, 21st, 22nd. Well, today's the 22nd. And they're still not here. And so I went and popped on. I said, you know, please note this can take up to a week or two. Give us until July 21st. Like, July 21st is a solid month. And so I just went through, and all of the ones that were listed for today were listed for, today is the 22nd. Yes? Is today the 22nd? Yeah, today's the 22nd. So anything that was listed for the 22nd, no, the 21st or earlier. So if it was supposed to be here the 16th, 19th, 21st, I went ahead and I canceled it. I'm like, you know, just give me my money back. And they did. There were no questions asked. They're like, you know, we get it. You know, and the part that kind of just confused me, they're like, well, if you get it, you can keep it. I'm like, well, if it's already on the way, it should come here. You know, why is it an if it arrives? Because I guess things just get lost in the mail really easily with Wish. I don't know. But the point being is, if I do get it, I will contact them and see if they want me to ship it back to them, or if they will just allow me to repurchase it without them sending something out. Because I don't believe in taking something for free. I just don't like that. But anything that was listed for the 22nd and 23rd, I am going to give until the 24th, which I believe is Monday or Tuesday. And so I do try and give it a fair amount of time, but, you know, they've already changed the dates twice. I'm not waiting until July. July is, I believe, the 3-month mark, and I'm not cool with waiting 3 months just for some stickers. You know, I can go to Hobby Lobby and get some stickers. They're not as cute or as many, but I can still do it and get instant gratification. So, but anyway, but I was feeling really bad because I had gone through and I canceled 3 or 4 of them, so over half. And then I go and I'm sitting here and I'm studying or getting ready to study Japanese, and I look out my window, which is right there, and the mailman pops up and there's a package going into my mailbox. I'm like, oh no, please tell me one of the things I just canceled doesn't show up today, because I would feel like a huge jerk. So I run out to my mailbox and look, there's a package. But no, it is not from Wish. It is an AliExpress order that I wasn't expecting for another 3 weeks, because I only ordered it about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3. But the date was anywhere between June 16th and July 16th. So I'm honestly expecting it to be in July, because that's what it said. But no, it went ahead and popped up. But here's the best part, because I only ordered 2 sticker packs, which I am going to show you, but they came with freebies. I love free stuff. It's a happy day. So it comes with 3 washi tapes. And I went back and I confirmed after filming the first video that I didn't order these. So I was looking at Totoro stickers, and then I guess I had taken it off because I meant to. But anyway, but we have this baby pink that you can tell is kind of a part of a different washi set. And I think they may have just cut it to be cheap. But I'm okay with it because 1, free, and 2, I actually kind of like the just a tiny bit of gold on the edging. It gives it a homemade vibe, which I really love. I know a lot of people would be bothered by the quality of it, but I'm like, you know what? It was free, honey. And then this blue and white stripe one, which is going to look beautiful on layering, because you can't see the white stripe at all on white paper, but I do tend to use a lot of colors or markers, and I like to crisscross my washi, so that'll be great. And then we have these babies. Actually, I do think it goes this way, which are some flowers and vines and leaves. And I love that. And like I said, this was all free, and they're beautiful in the foiling. And then it came with Totoro stickers. Like, how cute. I absolutely love him as a character. I actually haven't seen My Neighbor Totoro. I have not watched that one. I know it's awful. I'm sorry. I do love Studio Ghibli, but, you know, I haven't gotten around to going and watching it. My movies of choice usually involve blood, guts, gore, ghosts, serial killers, those kinds of things. I like scary things. Not necessarily cutesy things. But I do love Totoro as a character, and I do totally fess up anytime someone's like, well, have you seen the movies? I'm like, no, I just really think it's a cute character. Just like Hello Kitty. I love Hello Kitty, but I don't go and watch the show. I mean, I did when I was little, but that's not the point. But full confession, My Neighbor Totoro is not my favorite movie, which I guess is obvious because I've never seen it. My favorite movie is Kiki's Delivery Service. And I feel like Kiki gets a lot of flack from people because maybe it's not the most exciting. It's not a Howl's Moving Castle or Princess Mononoke, but I love it so much. And I love the sassy cat Gigi, and he's just amazing. And Kiki's so simple. And I love that movie. But now for what I did order. And while I'm showing these, I'm going to kind of talk just a smidge about a personal conundrum that I'm going on. But anyway, I got 2 sticker packs of, I typed in Korean cute boy because I wanted something to help decorate my notes and stickers and kind of just add some people to it without my having to draw them all the time, because I can draw 25% of the time. Like 1/4 of things I attempt to draw turn out okay. But anyway, I loved this one because the inside is a thank you card, and then it comes with like a checklist that you can reuse. So anyway, I will lay these down while we chitty chat. I'll zoom in so you can get some good view of each sticker. Anyway, but I'm coming up on my school orientation that I'm going to have to go to because I am transferring from my 2-year technical school to my 4-year university for my degree, finally. I've been waiting forever for this opportunity, and oh, that's so cute. I have to actually pick a language. I have been studying multiple languages for funsies, admittedly not hardcore, although the ones that I do focus on are Japanese and Korean, because those are the ones that I for sure am going to become fluent in. Like, it's not a dream, it's a goal. In a plan. It kind of looks like maybe Jumin from EXO. Maybe? No? I don't know. I don't know if these are supposed to be the actual members of any bands or not. I just thought they were cute. Anyway, but for my degree, which is, it's an Asian studies degree with a concentration in teaching English as a foreign language, so I will get my bachelor's as well as my TOEFL certificate. And the plan is to teach abroad, English abroad. It's something I've always wanted to do. When I was younger and in middle school and high school, I didn't know that was an option. I didn't know you could really go and do that. But you can, and I will. But now I have to take Japanese or Korean, and I have to pick. I mean, in an ideal world, I'd be able to take both, and if my schedule allows and it won't delay my graduation, I will. However, there's no guarantee that I'll be able to do that. So I'm trying to decide on which one am I going to go for. And in my area, Korean is far more prevalent. We basically have a Korean town. And there are tons of businesses and schools and children. And so my degree would be helpful here. My certificate would be helpful here. And, I could work outside of teaching if it takes me a little bit to find a teaching job, because those aren't always readily available. There would be tons of opportunities, and they're constantly looking for translators in my area because we have an influx of Koreans, which I think is just amazing. It's great. That's how I get to practice so much. I actually tutor a little boy on Wednesdays. His parents are from Korea. He was born here. He speaks Korean. Mostly, I mean, he's only 11, so it's not perfect, but he speaks Korean, but he doesn't know how to read or write because it's never been necessary for him. And he had saw that I was learning, and I offered, yeah, hey, I can teach you while I'm learning it. And so I tutor him on Wednesdays in Korean, specifically in the Hangul and reading and not pronunciation so much because he's actually helping me with that, but just with reading and explaining, when this character is next to this character, it makes this sound instead, and the names of the characters. He actually requested to take the summer off, so we'll get back to that in August. But yeah, so Korean would be probably more practical for staying where I'm at. However, like I said, my dream is to teach abroad. There are some factors in my life that may prevent me from being able to do that right away, but girl, I'm gonna do it. Or boy, fam, is that a thing? Is that still a thing? 'Cause it took me forever to understand what that meant. But anyway, so, and Japanese is probably my preference. I find it easier to pronounce for me. I tend to remember more words. I can comprehend more when I'm listening as opposed to Korean, just because when people are speaking it natural, like in the dramas, I can understand, but I'm kind of thinking that the K-dramas are done kind of like soap operas are here, where it's very dramatic and pauses and slow and dun dun dun. And so it's not actually how people speak. So I would like to... But Japanese, when I hear like the reality shows, I do watch Terrace House, and I've seen a couple of different movies and television shows, and I understand a lot more, even when they're speaking quickly. And I think that's just because of the way that the characters are, or the way everything's pronounced. However, the reading, that's a thing, because they have 3 alphabets, in case you didn't know, and that's a thing. But anyway... So I'm having to decide which I'm going to focus on, and I've gone back and forth so many times because, yes, Korean would be better for where I live, but Japanese is what I like a little bit more, I guess. I wouldn't say I like it more, it's just I liked it first, so I liked it longer. And then, you know, I would prefer to go and live in Japan first and then go to Korea. It also would probably be better to go with Japanese because everyone and their mother is probably going to be taking Korean, and I don't do well in large classes. I tend to prefer smaller. Not to say that it's guaranteed it would be smaller, but I feel like with the rising popularity of Korean culture in the United States that there would be a lot more people in that class. But yeah, so I mean there's no guarantee that Japanese would be smaller, but I find it easier to pronounce, and I do think that's the one I would struggle with more because of like the kanji and hiragana, katakana, and remembering all of that. I feel like Japanese I would do better with an instructor, whereas Korean I seem to be doing just fine on my own. I can have very, very, very small, limited conversations, which will just grow as my vocabulary increases. And I think I could do just fine learning that on my own. And then, you know, I'll just go ahead and I will take the topic on my own. Whereas with Japanese, I do think an instructor would be better. But then I go back and forth because, you know, if I can't go abroad right away, Korean would be better. However, I could still get a job with my degree as a teacher, assuming there are some available. I just don't know. Guys, I just don't know. What do you think? What route would you go? You know, I have to make this decision Thursday, and I've known about this decision for probably 6 months since I first applied to the program and got in. And I still don't know. Every time I feel like I've made a decision, I feel overwhelmed, and I just don't know what to do. So yeah, so anyway, that is my mini AliExpress haul, I guess. Which I am super impressed with everything about how that order went and the bonuses and the extras. And then that's just me ranting about I don't know what to do with my life. And, you know, I'm on the internet now. So what do you think? What language would you go for? The one that, you know, you kind of prefer, or the one that's more practical? I like both. I think that's the problem. It would be so much simpler if there was one where I'm like, I need this, but I can wait, because I can't. So anyway, I'm going to go and do some Japanese studying because I like to rotate between Korean and Japanese, and I did Korean yesterday. So we're going to switch over to Japanese today and tomorrow. I post study pictures on my Instagram if you would like to come and check that out at Taffeta Violet, same as my YouTube name. And come see my notes, my spreads, leave some comments. Please leave some comments on the videos if you like this, if you don't like this, if you hate this, you know, whatever you feel like sharing, because it's the internet and you have anonymity. I would just like some feedback and some interaction. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I will talk with you later. Thank you so much. Bye.